Okay, so we're not quite done yet. We're gonna be doing my humble opinion. We have enough time to do this real quick, so um, just chill for a sec, and then we'll be done. So we had a few releases. I mean, that's a big reason why I'm doing it, is because there's releases from last week that I didn't get to. So we're gonna do that now. So a little band called Make Sure. Actually, not really a band. It's actually a solo project of this one dude, and I'm blanking on what his name is, but I saw him at Audio Feed last year. He's a new up and coming artist who not too long ago was he was signed to Tooth and Nail, and so I really liked his music, and have been following him. Joshua Aubrey Jackson, that's the guy's name, and he has a new single called "Comedown," which is really good. If you're really into kind of like soft rock, indie, if indie rock, it's pretty good, and the production is really great. As far as I know, he does all the instruments himself. I'm guessing, because I've seen pictures of him recording, and he's like on the drums and such. So yeah, just some really good indie rock, and the song is just really catchy. It's one of those songs that are just about relationships and the mistakes we make and all that. At least I think I'm interpreting that right. And there's also a music video for it that's really a lot of fun. So you're going to see a clip of that. But yeah, so I believe that he's working on a new album, and this is a little taste of what it's going to be. And so I'm really excited about it. It's the kind of song that I want to play. It's gotten a lot warmer here in Illinois. So it's the kind of song that I just want to play while driving in this wonderful weather. So yeah, please go check out "Comedown" by Make Sure. That last shot of that cat, it's great. All right, so we got some new music from Drew Holcomb and his wife Ellie Holcomb. They collaborated together and made some more music, which is all I always appreciate. That they got a new single called "Brick by Brick," and it's your standard fare Drew Holcomb, Ellie Holcomb, Americana, indie folk kind of sound, but it's still good. It's very sweet and nice, and the song is about basically, I don't know if it's autobiographical in a sense, if it's actually about their relationship, but it's basically about how being in a relationship and how the other person is working hard to, literally it says in the song, tearing down walls of helping the other person with their I guess tendencies to shy away and not to open up so much, and just helping them in the dark areas of their life, and just being there for them and supporting them and loving them. And it's a very sweet song. So yeah, any Drew Holcomb and Ellie Holcomb fans out there, definitely go check out "Brick by Brick."
Brick by brick, we're taking this wall apart. Took me.
Okay, and we also got a really interesting release, a really interesting collaboration between John Van Deusen. We've talked about him on the show. I'm a big fan of him. And Jeff Johnson. Now, if you guys don't know who Jeff Johnson is, this really is a collaboration I was not expecting. But for those of you who don't know me, I am really into Celtic Irish music. Not really even just Irish, but there's also Scottish as well. And Jeff Johnson was very big in that scene. Not even just Celtic, but New Age music. I used to be really into New Age music, but not as much anymore. Really, like it's nice, but I'm not as avid of a fan of that kind of music anymore. But yeah, it was kind of like new agey folk music that Jeff Johnson always did, and he frequently collaborated with Brian Dunning, and so yeah, to see that I kind of had to do a double take when John Van Dusen posted about it. I was like, that Jeff Johnson, what? And so it's a really interesting release, where it's a whole album of basically new age music, new age atmospheric, kind of. I don't know if I guess I don't think sleepwave is the correct term for it. But yeah, anyways, so they collaborated together and made an instrumental new age album, which for those of you who don't know John Van Dusen, he's mostly known for like indie rock, So it's very interesting, but very welcome release. It's called Eremo. Don't ask me what that means. But yeah, atmospheric, new age music. The first, it basically what it is that it's one half-hour track, one whole half-hour track with different progressions, where the track changes up and like goes into a different movement, and so that's a whole half hour. But then the rest of the album is that track but split up into the different parts, and they call them stems in the tracks. So yeah, really interesting. But I have to say, I was listening to it while I was driving for work, and it was foggy outside, and so when I was listening to it while driving, it really felt like I was like in a video game or something. It's kind of video gamey kind of music, like sort of atmospheric in that way. And so I don't know, it was like I was in a Silent Hill movie or video game or something. So it was pretty cool. I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm really gonna find myself going back to this album that often, just because of the nature of it. It's new age, atmospheric, instrumental. It's not really something that I can bop to, but that's nothing to say against the album. I'm just saying that, like, I'm probably not going to go back to this that often. I will say it would make perfect music for like a video that I'm editing, so yeah. But if you guys are into that, if you like that kind of instrumental new age kind of stuff, I'll even say video game soundtrack type, and especially if you like listening to it in your sleep or while you're sleeping, then definitely go check it out. It's really cool. As someone who is a synth fan, there's a lot of really cool sounds in it, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking out Eremo from John Van Dusen and Jeff Johnson. Okay, I have to say, sometimes I get really lazy. Sometimes I can't figure out how to do those clips where I show the album artwork and the artist behind it. And I tried really hard to try to get both of their faces in it and not have them covering the album. And that's a common problem for me sometimes. So I don't know. Maybe I have to figure out a different layout or something so that their faces aren't awkwardly blocked. But anyways, yeah. So one more, we've got a new single from Young Oceans. I haven't really talked about Young Oceans before, but I've been getting into them. It's this one solo guy, and his music is like very very dreamy, kind of indie sort of sound with a lot of synths and like atmospheric kind of synths with some cool drum beats, but like very very kind of dreamy in a sense. And so he's got a new single out, and it's called Go With Me. And his music is very very worshipful. The lyrical content of it, from what I know, he writes these songs for his church, to for them to worship to. Eric, his name is Eric Marshall. That's the actual guy's name. But yeah, so his music is very worshipful in a sense, but his music is very artistic and really cool. So I really like Go With Me. It's basically about remaining in God's presence and God continuing to be present in our lives. And he's going to be releasing an album, I think in March. I think I saw. So I'm really excited about that to check that out. So yeah, please go check out Go With Me by Young Oceans. Cool. All right. Well, that is my humble opinion. Well, hello there. Thanks so much for watching this video. It means a lot. Not sure if you noticed, but this is actually a clip from a longer full-length episode that you can go check out right now on my main channel, I'm Clifford Today, because this channel is just a clips and highlights channel, because if you're not a real YouTuber unless you have multiple channels. So anyways, go like and subscribe and all that stuff. I love you.